day 2 of Vlogmas. Today is December 2nd, and it is now about 9:10 in the morning. I'm still working on the same cup of coffee that I had in my intro this morning, and that was at like 6:30. My coffee pot said 7:30, but that's because I haven't changed the time yet. So, same cup of coffee. I've reheated it 3 times now because kids, every time I sit down to drink it, they need something, and by the time I come back, it's cold. Also, this is the 3rd time I've tried to record a little welcome to this video, and someone keeps screaming. So I have now banished them to their rooms to play with the doors closed for 5 minutes. We will see if they can manage. Okay, so I don't have a ton of like knitting and stuff to do today, like fun stuff, but I have a ton of housework to get done. And my sister-in-law is going to come over to wind some yarn, so I'm hoping she'll let me record a little bit with her. And, sorry, I'm getting messages. And I've got to practice today. I have to sing tonight at a church event. We had a rehearsal on Wednesday, but we didn't have a sound guy there, and it kind of just wasn't the greatest rehearsal, and we don't have a lot of time to rehearse before the event starts. We have like 20 minutes, so I'm a little bit nervous there. So I'm just gonna practice until it's like drilled in my brain so that I don't mess up. And yeah, so the event tonight is a ladies ornament exchange. It's the 7th annual one that our church has hosted. And what it is basically there's like 20 tables in the auditorium, 20-ish, I don't know. And each table has a host, and the host decorates the table for Christmas, and they're all different, and they're all so beautiful. And we have worship, and then we have a meal. We have dinner and dessert that's catered, and then there is a woman speaker, usually someone from our church, and then we close in worship again. Or before that, we have games, and with the games, everybody takes an ornament, and part of the games is at your table. There's this game you play to see who ends up with which ornament. So this is the ornament I'm taking this year. And I saw the tables set up when I was at rehearsal on Wednesday, and the table I'm seated at goes perfectly with the ornament that I've brought. So that's fun. A lot of the ornaments on my tree that are like my favorite actually came from the ornament exchange, so I'm excited to see what I come home with, and I will show you guys. I'll try and take a little footage of our table, and I'll show you my ornament that I end up with. Someone in my last, in my Saturday vlog, said they wanted to hear me sing, and I'm not going to record myself singing because that just feels weird and awkward. And I'm not going to ask anyone there to record me because I don't know the people at my table that well, and that would be really awkward. So, I sing again at church in a few weeks just for a regular church service, which my husband will be at, so I can either ask him to record a little snippet, or our church does live stream, so I can cut a little snip and put it in a video, possibly. We'll see. It's always like kind of awkward, but yeah, so I'm gonna get started on some housework, and hopefully it's not too boring. Also, it's really cold where I'm at. I opened our back door to sit in front of the light. Inside my house, the lighting is just terrible. I don't know if it's actually the lighting or if it's just that I'm using a cell phone. I really need to get like a nice camera. But that is not in the budget. It's Christmas time, and yeah, one day I will probably splurge and get a nice camera, but not anytime soon. So for now, I'll just sit in front of the freezing cold back door to get lighting. Okay, so I'm gonna go heat this up again, probably. Actually, no, I'm gonna do some housework, and then I'll heat it up when I sit down to knit for a little bit. And I will chat with you guys later when I open... No, I'm not opening an Advent today. Darn. Oh, I really want to. But I'll still chat with you guys later on in the day. So, see you then. Rosie is making grocery lists. Porter's playing with Legos. And Sammy is... What are you doing, Sammy? Decorating the tree?
Yeah, with yarn.
With some yarn.
Mommy, I love this one.
It's pretty, huh?
Yeah, and it has buttons like that.
This is my favorite one. She's so cute. We have a lot of kid ornaments. We got a rocket ship. Oh, Rosie's little ballerina. She's backwards. Oh, we've got Boba Fett, a baby shark, a mermaid. Porter picked out a train this year.
It's a Christmas train.
A Christmas train, I'm sorry. I think that's all. Oh, here's a little Christmas tree one of them made last year. Here's another one.
See, it's going all the way up to heaven. The yarn, Sammy. It's going up to heaven, Mommy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's already at heaven.
And this star, I have a love-hate relationship with this star. It does, so there's one time when the lights twinkle that is really pretty. Let's see if I can wait. That I hate. It is so in your face. Okay, this is the one I like, when it just gradually turns on. But you can't set it to stay on that. Well, you can, but every time you unplug the lights and plug them back in, it restarts, so.
Wait, look, Sammy, this is what I did.
Rosie's bow in the back of her hair.
I made this.
Yeah, that's our Christmas tree.
Little cotton balls.
And the star, it like touches the ceiling. This is the biggest tree we could have. No bigger. Alright, Porter wants to show off this really cool spaceship.
Yeah.
Okay, spaceship that he made just with his imagination. All right, show it to me. Wow. Very neat. Does that front part lift up?
What, this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
Whoa.
That's
You
just
should
the
put
window.
you should put a little guy in there.
But no guys can go in there because they don't fit. They always fall out.
Oh, okay. This kid is a Lego genius. He's only, how old are you? 5. And I knew the answer to that, by the way. I just wanted him to tell you. He builds Lego sets that are for like 15-year-olds. And he does them very quickly. And he has the mind of an architect.
The other ones too.
Okay. Now this is a little car. This was just a set. It's not really Lego. It's kind of like an off-brand Lego. He builds these little ones in like 10 minutes tops. And this is a helicopter that he's got. Very neat. He's a Lego fanatic.
And I even got a tiger Lego. And it's pretty big.
Yeah, the tiger one's pretty big. You're pretty cute.
Yeah. That yarn. It's going so fast now.
We have a guest appearance. A handmade heritage is here.
Mommy, look at that hanging yarn. It's spinning. Get on this chair.
Kids are down for their nap and I have some time to knit. So I'm going to pick up my Lana vest. It's looking like this. I just finished the front ribbing a few days ago and I'm now working on the back ribbing. Oh goodness. Okay, Maggie. No ma'am. Say hi. I'm being a bad kitty. Say hi. She's eyeing the Christmas tree. I know you want it, but you can't have it. Go play somewhere else. Maggie is actually getting spayed next week, and I'm really just hoping and praying that when we get there they don't tell me that she's already pregnant, because she's been outside a few times. I don't think anything has happened, but she's a cat. And there are other cats outside. But in my defense, she was supposed to be spayed in October, and the organization that I adopted her from, they have been slammed, and I couldn't get in touch with them for a while. So yeah, we are running a little late, so she went into heat and she was very loud and annoying for a few days, especially at night. And during the day she would just like sit at the window and whine. So I was like, okay, we're gonna let you go outside and hope for the best. Hang on just a second. What am I doing here? Okay, I should be good now. Let's see, did I do that right? Row 3, knit 1, make 1 left. Okay, yeah, okay, we're good. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think she's pregnant, but I don't even know how I would know if she was, because it would be really early. But if she does happen to be pregnant, then a few of my friends have already expressed interest in a kitten, so that could be a learning experience for our family. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But we take her on Tuesday, I believe, and it's about a 30-minute drive from here. And I don't know how we're gonna get her there. I don't have like a little carrier or anything. Wow, I don't know if you can hear the crows or the buzzards, whatever they are outside, are going crazy. Something must have died. Anyways, I don't have a cat carrier, and I don't know what to do with her for 30 minutes in the car. It's just me and the kids going. My husband will be at work, so it's not like someone else can drive and I can hold her. Plus there's the problem of what if she needs to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to bring a litter box in the car. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. We have a bunch of cardboard boxes downstairs. I may just have to like put her in a box and hope she doesn't hate me for it. I may have a friend that has a cat carrier. I'll have to ask around, because that would be the ideal situation. So this is the second day of Vlogmas, and I feel like I'm getting better at delegating my time to filming and editing. So yesterday after I would film each piece, I would put it on the app and edit it how I wanted it. And today, like this morning with all the cleaning, I just did it all. I set up my camera and filmed everything, and then when I was done, I sat down and I imported it all and kind of got the ball rolling on that. And that seems to work a lot better for me when I have more than one thing to add in at a time. So that's what I've been doing, and I seem to have gotten a lot more done today than yesterday. Also, I'm still playing around with like my style of filming and editing, which of course, if I had it like my style, it would be a lot different, but I'm not talented in those areas. And I'm working with a tripod and a cell phone camera. So yeah, but we're doing the best we can over here. And I'm really enjoying watching everyone else's Vlogmases already. So far, the only two that I've really ever watched and have watched so far is A Lovely Yarn, that's Amber, and Laura from Penrose Knits. Laura's are such a different style. They almost like seem like a movie to me. because her home is so like modern and sleek and beautiful, and I'm pretty sure she has a nice camera that she films with, so like you can see the details of everything. There was a clip in her first Vlogmas from yesterday where she was like opening a bottle of wine, and like her nails were sparkling, and like the wine bottle opener was sparkling, and she had on a ring that was sparkling, and everything was just beautiful, and there were like some lights in the background, and I thought, man, this is like a production. This is so nice. And yeah, so I hope that one day I can get myself a nice camera and have the ability to do that kind of stuff. But for now, this is working just fine, and I'm really having a lot of fun filming, and I feel like it has made me more productive during the day because I want to get the footage already. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do all my cleaning and knock it out so I can just film it and have that done. So I like knocked out all the cleaning super early, which is always nice. And yeah, I like the flow of it. I was nervous that it was going to be too much for me to keep up with, and I'm sure I'll take a day off here and there, but for the most part it's working out. I think I'm going to try to lower this camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. I don't know if it goes this way. Well, then you can't see me. Oh well. I still don't really know how to use this tripod very well, so bear with me. There we go. Okay. Well, maybe that's a little better if I hold it up here. Just know that I'm knitting, and that's why I'm not looking directly at the camera. I can hear Rosie in her room talking. I was really hoping she would sleep today because she has not slept. She has not napped in about a week, and you can just tell she's so tired. Oh my gosh, her poor little eyes. She looks so sleepy. But I think she's got FOMO. She's afraid she's gonna miss something if she goes to sleep, even though she knows she needs it. Anytime we watch TV recently, when she's really tired, she'll just like stare at the TV, and then she'll kind of whine that her eyes are hurting, and I said, well, Rosie, you've got to blink when you're watching TV, but she's so tired that she's just like dazed on it, and I tell her you need to take a nap so your eyes will feel better. And sometimes, you know that feeling when you're so sleepy that when you close your eyes, it almost hurts? She's been getting like that a lot, and I'll say, okay, it's time to go to sleep, and she'll try to close her eyes, and then she starts crying. She's like, it hurts. And I say, I know, it's because you're so sleepy. You just need to sleep. I know it hurts, but just keep them closed for a few minutes, and then it'll go away, and you'll get some sleep that you very much need. But anyway, I don't think that's happening today because it sounds like she's singing back there. She picks up on songs very quickly, and I've been practicing my songs for tonight, and she's been singing them for days, which is so cute. I think she's going to be very musical because she makes up songs all the time. Ever since as soon as she could speak, she would wake up in her crib in the morning and like start singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or some little nursery rhyme. She is always singing, and even now sometimes she wakes up before my husband and I, and we can hear her singing in her room. And she made up a song yesterday that said, I didn't hear it, but my husband heard it, and oh, what was it? It was something like, God is my dad, I live in the sky, sometimes I come down to see the butterflies, or something like that. And oh my gosh, it was so cute. And she even made it rhyme, which is just so funny. I thought I heard someone pull up, and I think I'm expecting a package today. A subscriber has sent me a couple project bags that she made for me out of vintage fabric, and oh my gosh, I'm dying to know what they look like. And I think she has sent one for me to give away on the podcast as well, so that's fun. When it does arrive, I will open it. I'll record me opening it. And yeah, I hope it gets here today. I tried tracking it, but it's just with the post office, and so the tracking's not that great. It just, like, it hasn't really said much since it left, but it's expected to be delivered today. So we will see. Maybe in a little bit. Our mail usually comes around like 2 or 3, so maybe I'll walk down to the mailbox. I don't know that it would fit in the mailbox. Maybe. I don't know how big the package is. But I would think they would bring it up to the house. But who knows? Sometimes they shove things in the mailbox that really don't fit, and they make it fit, so yeah. I feel like I had other things to talk about, and now I have forgotten what they were. It's been really cold here again today. I think it was, again, it was in the 20s when I woke up this morning, and I think now it's only like in the 40s Fahrenheit, which isn't too terrible, but it's still pretty chilly. Sitting on the floor makes my back hurt. I may have to get up and move. I was just about to say something that went with the weather. Oh, my stepdad called me a little while ago, and I made him a beanie last year for Christmas. And I made it out of that, the yarn that I was showing yesterday that I'm making mittens out of. It's Erin Moore DK. It has some cashmere in there. And anyways, apparently he was wearing it today at work. He does like contracting and landscaping and stuff. And he took it off and set it down, and the wind took it, and they're like raking leaves and stuff, and it like went into a pile of leaves, like a big pile of leaves, and him and his son were trying to find it, and they couldn't find it, and so he called me, and he's like, could you make me another one? I'll pay you. And I said, you don't have to pay me. I'll make you another one, but it just won't be right now because I have Christmas gifts to knit and some things for myself. But I told him, as soon as I'm done with my Christmas gifts, I will knit him another one. Unfortunately, I'm using the yarn for something else, so I may have to go buy some more yarn. I did get some yarn at the Black Friday sale that I talked about yesterday. It's pretty similar to that, I believe, and it's black. I got it for my husband to make him some fingerless mitts, but I might be able to squeeze a beanie out of it too for my stepdad. We'll see. I'm glad to know that he was wearing it, though. I wondered if he wore it a lot, but I guess so. And he wore it enough that he's bummed he lost it, so I will gladly make another one. I am a pretty selfish knitter, but occasionally I don't mind to knit small things like hats and stuff like that. Socks for certain people, but like a garment, I don't know about that. I don't know if I could do that. Now there is a girl, a friend of mine in my town, who she actually, if you've been following me for a long time, last year, was it a year ago? She's a photographer, very, very talented photographer, and she took some pictures of Rosie and I in a little garden. She just did it as like she wanted to kind of play around with some things, so we were her models. And she keeps telling me that she wishes that my sister-in-law and I would open up a store of hand knit things because she loves them. And of course we can't do that because we're only 2 people and knitting takes a long time. But she's so sweet and she's so talented, and I was thinking that maybe after Christmas is over and I've got everything kind of settled, I could find a shawl pattern that I think she would like. I actually have one in mind, and I might knit her a shawl as a little surprise. I think that would be fun. I don't think she watches this, but if you do, you probably know who you are, and just act surprised if I do this and I give it to you. And the reason I want to do that, I like to knit shawls. I think shawls are very fun to knit. You okay?
Ow, why do you keep bunking my arm?
Shawls are very fun to knit, but after I finish, so I have 2 shawls on the needles right now, and then another future one. And after I knit those 3, I'll have like 7 or 8 shawls. And that's enough for me, like for now. I don't need a whole bunch.
Your butt.
So yeah, I think it would be nice to do that. We will see. I do have some future plans, knitting plans for after Christmas, but not that many really. Only one garment in mind, and it's a DK weight cardigan, so it shouldn't be too bad. And I want to knit myself a pair of fingerless mitts. I found a colorwork pattern that's beautiful. It has a little bird on the hand. And I need to knit my husband some mittens, fingerless mitts. He goes walking at work. He like goes outside and takes a walk around the building for about 15 minutes, and that's when he calls me during the day. And now that it's getting chilly, he's always like, gosh, my hands are so cold. And he has to like swap hands so that one hand can go back in his pocket to warm up while he holds the phone with the other hand. So I said, you need some fingerless mitts, and he agreed to wear them if I make them for him. So that's on my list. This is totally just a rambling section of this video, but that's okay, right? I feel like it's getting colder. Okay, well, it seems like I don't have anything else to ramble about. If I can think of something, I'm sure I'll talk to you guys again today. Oh, I do want to show you guys something that I started working on, but I don't really want to get up and get it right now, so maybe I'll show you tomorrow or later on in the day. But tonight, when I go to the event at my church, I'm going to try to record some footage for you guys because it's always so beautiful and magical. I definitely want to record the table decor and yeah, maybe I'll record me saying hi to some friends at church. That's always awkward though. My sister-in-law was here earlier. You saw she was winding her yarn, and she's a Handmade Heritage on Instagram. If you want to follow her, I'll put it down in the description box. And I was gonna record a little bit with her, just saying hey, you know, like, hey, this is my sister, yada yada. My phone was dying, so I could only take the one clip. But yeah, and I might record some interactions with people tonight, and I might not because this is my second day vlogging and I still feel kind of weird about it. Not really at home, but I know if I was like out in public I would feel really awkward. So yeah, we'll see. I'm just gonna sit here and knit for a little bit, and I think I might practice my songs one more time just to make sure I know what I'm doing. This hat looks so silly. Porter and I are gonna go check the mail. He's still in jammies. This hat looks like a mushroom or something. It's so big, and I don't have enough hair to come out to make it look decent. Yeah, we're gonna go check the mail and see if those packages came in. It's really not that cold, like I could do without the beanie,
Maybe it's
but
my present.
oh, you think it's your present? I don't know about that. I hear Maggie inside meowing. She wants to come out too. Poor thing. Locked in a cozy house all day. You coming?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Here we go.
This is hard to get down.
Well, you didn't have to bring your Legos with you.
Wait for me, Mommy.
I'm waiting, I'm waiting.
You're getting away from me.
The other two are still asleep if you're wondering where they are.
There's a wiggly stuff coming.
These stairs, if you remember a few videos ago, I talked about how a big tree fell and crushed my husband's truck. It fell from right up there, and it fell, of all the places it could fall. Like, we have a big yard, a big bank here, but the tree fell directly on these stairs. I crushed them all up, and thankfully I was able to like piece some of the tiles back together. So the stairs still work, but they're pretty wobbly. You coming? All right, let's go see if we got any goodies. All right, I guess it's not coming today. What do we get, Porter?
Junk.
Junk. Just a bunch of junk.
Why did the mailman get
It's only 2 pieces of junk mail, but when you're expecting a wonderful, exciting package, junk is even junkier. Where'd you go? There you are. All right, go back up to the house and get warm. All right, my husband is on his way home. I am all ready to go. Well, besides shoes. I don't have my shoes on, but just got on some black leggings with this cute little Christmassy top, and I threw on my Calville shawl because it's very cold outside, and this is very cozy, and it's also very pretty, and I feel like it just kind of goes. So, yeah, put on a little bit of gold eyeshadow. I don't know if you can see. To be festive, and I'm excited. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. I have to wrap my ornament. I don't even know if I have a bag. Well, talk about procrastinating. I better go downstairs and see if I even have a bag to put this in, because if not, I'm gonna have to run to the store. And yeah. Okay. Let's see. I do keep like birthday bags and stuff, so maybe we'll have something I can use. Goodness. Only me, only me. Okay, let's see what I've got here. Okay, so far everything is really big. Oh, no, that's too big. I was gonna say, look, a green one, but that's huge for a little ornament. Or is it? Will that work? That might work. That's all I've got, so I'm sorry about all the noise. We'll see what my husband thinks, and yeah, I mean, it's green, so that's good. I don't even have any tissue paper or anything. Gosh. How unprepared could I be? Well, if he gets here soon enough, I can just go to the store. I'm glad I remembered before I got there. That would be embarrassing. Is this terrible? I had 1 piece of tissue paper, and obviously I have lots of yarn, so yeah, I think that's what we're going with. Whoever gets my ornament, I'm very sorry that I did not prepare and have a more beautiful package. But yeah, I think that'll do.